Hi everybody, this is Gijs again with another review and I hope you are doing well. This time it is the Bach Packster 32, a waterproof backpack for shorter hiking trips or hut-to-hut hikes. So if you don't care about bad weather, watch the review. The Bach Packster 32, well the 32 stands of course for the volume of the pack itself, which is 32 liters. The one that I'm testing is the size 1, which is small to regular probably, and it has a back length of 55 centimeters. Now for me as a small person of almost 1 meter and 70 centimeters, this pack is fine. If you are a bit taller you need the bigger one, and that has a back length of 62 centimeters and has a slightly larger volume of 35 liters. The material the Packster is made of is a 500 denier Cordura nylon, and 500 D, the D stands for denier, and denier is like centimeters or liters, just a measurement on the thickness of the yarn. Well, 500 D is pretty tough compared to modern fly sheets of lightweight tents. They are mostly made out of a 15 denier fabric, so this one is tough. On the inside there is a waterproof liner, and that is made out of a thermoplastic polyurethane coated material, and that has a thickness of 100 denier, so that's pretty tough as well. Now let's dive into the details of the pack itself. As you can see, it's got a top lid and it's got one main compartment. On the outside there is a very large mesh pocket, which is, in this case I've put my waterproof trousers in there, but you can also put, if the weather is fine, put your down jacket in there. Or it is very convenient if you have a wet towel after leaving, for example, the campsite or a hut. Because of the mesh, it can dry during the daytime. Then on the side there is one bottle holder, and of course on the other side there is the other one. They are made out of mesh as well. I've noticed in the time that I've been testing the pack that they are fine for smaller bottles, and this is not a small bottle because this is a big 1 liter bottle. Because when you put your pack down, the bottle goes up. And that means that if you don't secure it, and you've got this retention strap or compression strap for the pack itself, that will fix it for a part, but it's better to put something like a carabiner or just a piece of rope to this, and you can tie it down to one of the stash loops, so it is secure and will not fall out the bottle holder during your hike. Then the same is a bit for the pole holders. As you can see, there are pole holders that have been attached to a loop on the pack itself. Bach gives you 4 of these loops. They're elastic, they got this thingy going on, and it's sort of a system that works, but on the top it works. Underneath you've got the same, and it goes dangling around quite a lot. I would prefer a pack that has really dedicated pole holders here as well. Well, as I mentioned, the straps here, and we've got here one as well. They're compression straps, but if you want to carry, let's say, a mattress or a tent, well, you can of course take the bottle out, put the tent in there, use the compression straps, and carry a tent and even a mattress with you on the other side. The Packster 32 and the 35 are equipped with the Shield Pro carrying system from Bach, and it's a system that I like because I like backpacks that are really close to my back. I don't like the ones that are really curvy with a lot of air between them, because then, well, I don't have the feeling with the backpack, especially if you're going onto small ledges. You don't want the backpack to go a bit further than you are if you are turning. This one is really close to your back, which is good. The shoulder harnesses, they are, well, really nicely curved, and the padding, it's 15 millimeters if I'm correct. It's quite a tough padding. Then on the top you can see the load lifters, and they're not only adjustable in this way, but as a proper backpack you can also change them in the other direction, so you can really change the point of where the load lifters do their work. And there is of course a chest strap can also be adjusted in height, of course. What I was surprised about is that the buckle on the chest strap did not have a whistle, because normally you find a whistle there. As I mentioned, it's a close contact pack, and the thing that's contacted to your back, it's also a mesh fabric. There's foam here in this part. This part is a little bit thicker, so it's really nice in the lower end of your back. And because it's mesh, there is also some space for ventilation. On the inside of the pack, which I cannot show you, there is one big plastic plate, so that gives the backpack some rigidity. And there is a spine in the middle, and because this one is made out of aluminium, you can shape the backpack a bit to your well, basically to the shape of your back. But you should maybe do this with somebody who's very experienced in shaping backpacks, maybe in the shop. When the last thing, that's the hip belt. The hip belt, as you can see, it's a very flexible one. It's very nicely made because it's got one way on this one and one way on that side, that it curves really nice to your hip bones. And well, if your backpack is not too heavy, and with this backpack you should carry about 12 to 15 kilos maximum, the hip belt really does the job. What I also like is that the Packster 32 has a very good, well, handle to hold on to. So if you take your backpack, for example, in the hut, that you don't have to take it by the shoulder strap, because they are not made for this. This one is made for carrying your whole backpack. And even if you want to hang it somewhere on a tree or on a hook, if you don't want to put it on the ground, this is the thing to use. Now let's dive into the backpack and the compartments. And let me twist it around. First of all, we have the top lid, and there is one compartment on this side. What I do like is the fact that the zippers have got very big pulling tabs, so that even with cold hands or with gloves, this is very usable. And on the inside there is my puff, which is also a necessity when I'm walking. And I've got some pretty tough winter gloves from the military there, and of course my hat. What I didn't take is my car key probably, but there is of course a where is it? A key ring here, and this is where I leave the other loops. And you can use these loops again on the outside of the backpack to attach, for example, an ice axe if you want to. So there is a key ring holder there as well. Nice is also that Bach tells you on the inside, on the special label, that this compartment is not waterproof. Then let's turn it around. If I loosen these nice aluminium hooks, and I do like aluminium hooks, but sometimes when it's pretty cold, they are cold to your hands as well. Then on the inside you find, okie-dokie, where is it? The other inside pocket. Also a label saying that it's not waterproof, and this is where I keep my wallet, not waterproof either. But this is the safety pocket. This top lid is detachable. So if you don't want to use this because of weight and you have enough with the normal main backpack, then you can leave this one at home. You cannot use this separate as a belly pack, for example. Behind what you see now is that there are 1, 2, 3 loops here where you can attach the top lid too, so you can adjust it in height. So if you want to carry a tent or a mattress underneath it, you can vary the height of the top lid, which is good. Then there is a zipper here, and behind this zipper there is the compartment for the hydration pack. And I think, to be honest, this is a bit stupid. Of course, I understand that you need a hydration pack in a backpack, and there is even a very nice buckle to attach the hydration pack to. But because of the liner, and you can see a bit here now and I'll show you more later, this is a very non-slippery material. So if you have a sort of stuffed backpack and you want to put your hydration pack in here, it is really a hassle. The other thing which I don't like is the fact that this is a zipper. That's no problem, but that you can only have the hose on the right side of your body. So if your left-handed, you might prefer it on the other side, which is not possible. And also, as you can see, on the shoulder straps itself, there's not really a guiding system for the hose itself. So that goes almost everywhere. You can use, of course, those loops again, or you can use some elastic bands, but there are other backpacks who have a really nice retention system for the hose. Now, the good thing, or the best thing about the pack, and now let me get rid of the poles. Just get it out of the way. Hoppa. That's of course the main compartment. We all know the roll top. It's probably the best way if you want to get something really waterproof. A roll top is the way to do it. You roll it, you take the buckle, and that's it. In a lot of kayak bags or canoe bags, it works all with this system. What Bach did, and that's I think really a thing of beauty, is not only the roll top, but there's also a zipper, again with a good tab to pull, and there you have the entrance to your backpack. And now you can see that if you want to carry more than I'm carrying at the moment, there's still some space, and you can put the top lid on here, so it's getting really high. Now, well, I have to unpack my stuff now because you're not interested in what I'm carrying, but on the inside there is of course my down jacket. That's something you definitely want to keep dry. And then there is some gas, my stove, of course the coffee, some food, clothing, my sleeping bag. Well, if you have something down there which you need during the day, you have to get everything out, because there is not a way to get underneath into the compartment, because this is the waterproof part. And now I will show you how this one looks. This is what you get. This is the waterproof compartment. The seams are, of course, they're taped. So what I've done with this backpack, I've been walking in the rain quite a lot, and this one is really, really waterproof. If you drop cookies inside your backpack, this is the way to clean it. Just put it into the shower, not the whole pack, just this one inside out, and clean your inside of the backpack. Every backpack should have this, basically. Now, there is a different entrance below, which I did not talk about yet. Let me get this one back in there. And that is on the right side. Because you might need a space where to put some wet stuff. Or, in my case, I'm always carrying my emergency stuff and a waterproof bag. That doesn't need to be in the waterproof compartment. So that one is in there. But this is the entrance to the non-waterproof part, and of course it's the same space, the same volume, so if you put something in here you get less volume in your waterproof compartment. But still, if you got some wet clothes, rain jackets, towels, maybe some shoes, you can put it in here because they don't need to go on the other side. So this is a very clever thing. On to the conclusion. How do I rate the Bach Packster 32? Well, I think it is an excellent backpack. The build quality is very high. In the half year that I've been testing it, I don't see any wear and tear whatsoever. The best thing, of course, is the waterproof liner inside the bag. It's proven to be 100% waterproof. And I do like the gimmick that you can take it almost totally out of the pack and clean it under the shower when it's dirty on the inside. Then there is the Shield Pro carrying system, which has proven to be very comfortable to me, but only with a backpack that's about 12 to 15 kilos maximum. The things that I don't like are the bottle holders that are not deep enough, the fact that there are no dedicated trekking pole holders, and I don't like the way how the hydration system is placed in the bag itself. And I think that the hydration system just deserves a guidance system on the shoulder straps for the hose. Last but not least, the price. The Packster 32 costs €199.95, which is a pretty steep price for quite a basic backpack. But beware, there are not many 100% waterproof backpacks out there, and therefore I rate the Bach Packster 32 at 4 stars. I hope you liked the video and that it was useful to you, and if it was, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button, and also put on the alarm bell so you know when I uploaded a new video. I'm doing this work totally for free. I'm not being paid for this. I don't have affiliate deals and I don't have advertisements on my website outdoorguru.com because I value independent reviews. So if you do that too, please subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook page and follow me also on Twitter. And if you do this, many thanks in advance. For now, enjoy the outdoors. Ciao!